I spoke with former UN ambassador and national security advisor John Bolton about the war in Ukraine. Bolton sees no easy deal between Ukraine and Russia to end the fighting, and he faults the Biden administration for missed opportunities that could have deterred Russian aggression in the first place. Does the Biden administration have a national security strategy that can succeed in Ukraine?
I don't think they do, because I think now they don't know what outcome to expect. They don't know what they want to achieve. Look, we had a serious intelligence failure in Ukraine. We believed what the Russians believed, that the country would fall within a few weeks after the invasion. We were badly wrong on that. So the initial strategy was prevent catastrophic defeat. That has succeeded. But now we need to decide what our objectives are. And I think they should be gaining, again, full territorial integrity and sovereignty for Ukraine.
Do you see a scenario where Ukraine and Russia strike a deal? And if so, what would it look like?
I don't see any possibility of a deal between the two of them. I don't think Putin is in a position to say he's achieved Russia's objectives. He may come to that at some point. It'll be a lie, but he'll find a way to stop the hostilities on his own terms. Zelenskyy, I think, has no flexibility to negotiate at this point. There was a recent poll that showed 89% of the Ukrainian people did not want to give any territorial concessions. So sadly, particularly for Ukraine, I think this grinds on for some time.
Let's dial back the clock to January of this year. Did the Biden administration have the military and intelligence capabilities to stop the invasion?
Well, I think we did, but one thing is certain, that he didn't exercise them. He made mistake after mistake, and let's not get too excited about the fact that Ukraine wasn't overrun. The biggest American failure to date has been the failure to deter the Russian invasion to begin with. And I think the Biden administration contributed to it. In December, when the president said that there would be no U.S. forces involved, not that we were looking for a war, but he took that off the table. Putin could check that off his list. Why not leave the burden of ambiguity on Russia? We could have put more sanctions in place before the invasion. Why? Because Russia invaded Ukraine once before in 2014, and the West did almost nothing effectively in response. People said, but if you put sanctions on before he actually invades, that will simply speed the invasion up. Well, how did not acting work out? They invaded anyway. There were many things that could have been done to deter the Russians, and the president subsequently has all but admitted on two separate occasions he didn't think deterrence would work. I think that was wrong.